But as we continue to sort of go through the layers of the Super Bowl, Howie Roseman is one of to me, the most enchanting sort of magnetic, intriguing personalities in the NFL, the way he handles stuff. I always end up asking people about, like, what makes Howie Howie. We asked Brian Westbrook about it last week, and he said it's the relationships. He cares about connection. And we saw that, you know, over the years on this show, being there at camp, watching him operate and how he does in the offseason. We do want to give him our due diligence in love this morning. We ran into him. We weren't supposed to interview him back at camp, but I guess we keep going back to when we were there for a personal connection, and here's a little bit of that.
He is a wizard. There's a salary cap. How do you keep doing this?
Well, you know what? We got great people running that on a day-to-day basis. I keep coming to them and saying, how do we get great players? How do we fit these guys? We got a lot of young players on defense, and I'm really excited about it. I don't know if you got a chance to see some of them today, but they're really early part of camp. They're standing out, and that's going to be kind of this challenge right here, you know, making sure that our new players, our young players play at the high level.
You have Jalen, he's happy, he's paid. You've got these two receivers that seemingly aren't like killing each other for targets. Then you have a Dallas Goedert, it's like, I like blocking. And like, then you bring in Saquon and somehow can manage paying this man as well. It is a wizard thing. I don't know how you do, but
I don't know how he did it, but he did it, and I had a feeling about this team just being complete. I don't know why we were poking holes in it. I think, you know, Sirianni and Jalen Hurts had a lot of questions, and they certainly answered them on Sunday night. For starters, Howie, you know, you knew what you had on defense with these rookies, with Bond and with Nolan Smith, and he just had to sneak the young defense, the youth of it all there, reflecting on the whole chat that I had with Howie and how he just sort of has operated and just seeing how the Super Bowl played out. The scope of what he's done in Philly is insane. He's gotten plenty of deserved love, right? You make John Mara look stupid. He loves making people feel and look stupid, and I like the beard, by the way, Howie, you look great. Saquon, Zach Bond, he's gotten love for that, right? Drafting Quinyon and Cooper, replacing Kelsey and Fletcher Cox, and whatever role he played in wheeling and fishing Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio to where they are. It is bigger than this, though. With what the Eagles did on Sunday, Howie Roseman is now the second GM in NFL history to win a Super Bowl with one head coach and quarterback pairing, and then win another ring with a completely different head coach and quarterback pairing. That matters, okay? That's crazy. And you, of course, got the first one with Doug Peterson and Nick Foles 7 years ago. Nick Foles tweeting, happy as ever, happy as a clam, Tom Brady shade, all of that. And look at that. Love this. And now he gets one with Sirianni and Jalen Hurts. He switched it up. He's the connective tissue in an experiment. He is the controlled factor, okay? No one has pulled that off in the entire salary cap era until now. No one. The late Raiders owner GM, combo, he operates as both. Al Davis, he's the only other guy to ever do it. So when you went head coach, by the way, John Madden and Ken Stabler, 1976, little history lesson for you. Then again, Tom Flores and Jim Plunkett back in 1980. Almost half a century since we've seen anything like this. This is black and white, people. This is a long time ago, people. Look at that. I love that. The Tiffany CBS mic flag. This is how we stamp on being the best GM in the National Football League. It's hard to win championships no matter what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with, what your personnel is, all that. I'm not taking away from other teams that have won multiple rings, but it's clearly easier and a lighter lift when you have stability at those positions. Mahomes and Reed, there's a reason it works so well. They stick together. Montana Walsh, same deal. Belichick Brady through the dynasty. Howie didn't have that. And yet still, two completely different championship rosters within the span of just 7 years. How did he do it? How did he flip this? Look at this. The only player on either side of the ball that started both of those Super Bowls is Lane Johnson, who deserves some love here too. Robbed of an All-Pro. That's it. 21 other completely different names. He beat the game on the hardest possible difficulty level on the video game, okay? This is pure greatness at the GM spot, and that is Howie Roseman, who I've been saying, I mean, everyone's been saying for years just how great he is, but I just think his brand is, I want to make you feel stupid. And he did that to the Giants. He did that to the NFC. He did that to doubters, detractors, and he did that to people who were willing to part ways with people like Bond and company. Incredible, incredible work by Howie, and I hope that he is just a 10 out of 10 at this parade on Friday.